Good morning, student. This is Latif sir. Today I am going to start our new chapter, the chapter 5 of class 10th chemistry. The topic is mole concept and stoichiometry. First, see the reduced syllabus. In this reduced syllabus, maximum portion are removed from your syllabus. Okay, and you have to read about vapor density and relation to relative molecular mass, and the relation is molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. Proof not required. Okay, just you have to remember the formula, relation between molecular mass and vapor density, and deduction of simple empirical and molecular formula from the percentage composition of a compound and the masses of combining elements. This is your reduced syllabus. According this is chemistry syllabus on chapter 5 according to the reduced syllabus. So let's start the chapter 5. First you have to read about the relation between vapor density or relative vapor density with molecular weight or molecular mass or relative molecular mass. So first you have to know what is relative molecular mass or molecular weight or simply molecular mass. You have already studied this molecular weight, what is molecular weight or molecular mass in class 9. Simply in one word, you can say molecular mass means mass of one molecule. But there is a scientific definition of molecular mass or molecular weight. And according to the definition, the relative molecular mass or sometimes it is you can also called molecular weight. The relative molecular mass or molecular weight of an element or a compound is the number that represents how many times one molecule of the substance is heavier than 1 by 12th of the mass of an atom of carbon 12. This is scientific definition of molecular weight or molecular mass. You have already studied in class 9. Or in simple word, molecular mass means mass of one single molecule. Okay. The relative molecular mass RMM is obtained by adding together the relative atomic masses or atomic weight of all the various atoms present in one molecule. So you can calculate molecular mass of a molecule or of a compound by adding the relative atomic masses of all the various atoms present in a molecule. For example, relative molecular mass of sulfuric acid formula is H2SO4. So in H2SO4 there are two hydrogen atoms, one sulfur atoms and four oxygen atoms. And we know that the atomic mass or atomic weight of hydrogen is 1, atomic weight of sulfur is 32, atomic weight of oxygen is 16. So relative molecular mass of H2SO4 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 32 plus 4 into 16. Okay, just add the relative atomic masses of all the various atoms present in the molecule. So relative molecular mass of sulfuric acid is 98. Thus the molecular mass of H2SO4 is 98 AMU. AMU means atomic mass unit. That is, one molecule of H2SO4 is 98 times heavy as 1/12 the mass of carbon atom, C12 carbon atom. Okay, so it is very easy to calculate molecular weight or molecular mass. Just you have to add the atomic masses of all the elements, all the atoms present in the molecule. Now relative vapor density. What is relative vapor density? In normally density means mass per unit volume, but the term relative vapor density is used for gases. Okay, the relative vapor density of a gas or a vapor is the ratio between the masses of equal volume of a gas or vapor and hydrogen under the same conditions of temperature and pressure. So what is relative vapor density? It is the ratio of masses of equal volume of two gases. Huh. And one gas must be a hydrogen gas. Okay. So the relative vapor density is the ratio between the masses of equal volume of a gas and hydrogen gas under the same conditions and same conditions of temperature and pressures. So relative vapor density, that is relative Vd, is equal to mass of volume V of the gas under similar condition divided by mass of volume V of the hydrogen gas under the similar conditions. And finally, the relation between relative vapor density and molecular mass or relative molecular mass of a gas becomes 2 into relative vapor density is equal to relative molecular mass or molecular mass. So molecular mass is equal to 2 into relative vapor density. So the relative molecular mass of a gas or vapor is twice its vapor density. Okay, so relative molecular mass is twice of its vapor density or relative vapor density. For example, molecular weight molecular weight of chlorine molecule Cl2 molecule is 2 into 35.5, that is 71. So relative vapor density of chlorine is 71 divided by 2, because vapor density molecular weight is equal to 2 into vapor density, then vapor density is equal to molecular weight by 2. And you know that molecular weight of chlorine gas Cl2 gas is 71. Atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5, remember just. So molecular mass of chlorine molecule is 71. So vapor density is molecular weight divided by 2. So molecular weight is 71. So vapor density of chlorine gas is also 35.5. Okay. Now percentage composition calculation. Percentage composition of a compound is the percentage by weight of each element present in it. Percentage composition of a compound is the percentage by weight of each element present in its. So percentage of an element in a compound is equal to total weight of the element in one molecule divided by gram molecular weight of the compound into 100. Percentage of an element in a compound is given by the following equation, that is percentage of an element in a compound is equal to total weight of the element in one molecule divided by gram molecular weight of the compound into 100. For example, here one example given that calculate the percentage composition of various elements present in sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3. So according to formula, it is clear that sodium carbonate contains 2 sodium atom, 1 carbon atom and 3 oxygen atom, and atomic mass of sodium is 23 atomic mass of carbon is 12 and atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So relative molecular mass of sodium carbonate is equal to 2 into 23 plus 12 plus 16 into 3, and it becomes relative molecular weight or molecular mass of sodium carbonate becomes 106. So 106 gram of Na2CO3 contains 46 gram of sodium. Then 100 gram of sodium carbonate contains 46 divided by 106 into 100 of sodium, that is 43.4 gram of sodium. Similarly, in sodium carbonate, sodium atom, carbon atom and oxygen atoms are present. So first you have to calculate the molecular weight of the given compound or molecular mass, okay, and find out the mass of each element present in one molecule of that compound. For example, in sodium carbonate, total mass of sodium carbonate is 106, and mass of sodium atom only 2 sodium atoms are there, so 2 into 23. So mass of sodium atom is 46. 2 into 23, that means 46. So percentage of composition of sodium in sodium carbonate is equal to mass of sodium present, sodium atoms present in the mass of sodium atom present in one molecule of sodium carbonate, which is mass of sodium atom is 2 into 23, that is 46, divided by total mass of the given compound, that is Na2CO3, and total mass of Na2CO3 is 106, and into 100. So it becomes 43.4 gram of sodium. Similarly, you can calculate the amount of carbon in that is percentage of carbon present in sodium carbonate. So according to the definition of percentage composition, you have to calculate, you have to find out the ratio of mass of each respective element with mass of the total mass of or molecular mass of the compound, okay. So 106 gram Na2CO3 contains 12 grams carbon, because Na2CO3 contains one carbon atom and the molecular mass of carbon is 12. So 106 gram Na2CO3 contains 12 gram of carbon. Then 100 gram contains 12 into 100 divided by 106. So percentage becomes 11.3 gram of carbon, okay. Again, oxygen also present, and the 106 gram of Na2CO3 contains 3 into 16, that is 48 gram of oxygen. 106 gram of Na2CO3 contains 48 gram of oxygen. Then 100 gram contains 48 into 100 divided by 106, that is 45.3 gram of oxygen, okay. So during calculation, percentage calculation, first you have to calculate the relative molecular mass or molecular mass of the given compound, and then you have to calculate the total mass of the elements, different elements present in one molecule. So Na2CO3 contains sodium 43.4%, carbon 11.3%, and oxygen 45.3%. Another question, find the percentage of mass of water in washing soda crystal. Washing soda crystal means Na2CO3, and in here you have to calculate the percentage mass of water, that is Na2CO3 dot 10 H2O. This percentage mass of water in washing soda crystal. So relative molecular mass, you have to first calculate the relative molecular mass or molecular weight of Na2CO3 dot 10 H2O washing soda, and the relative molecular mass of Na2CO3 dot 10 H2O becomes 286. So 286 gram of washing soda contains 180 gram water as a water of crystallization, because there are total, according to the formula of washing soda Na2CO3 dot 10 H2O. So in the question you have to, according to the question you have to calculate the percentage of water, okay, in Na2CO3. Now 1 H2O molecule means 18, then total 10 H2O molecule means 180. So Na2CO3 dot 10 H2O is equal to, I have told that molecular atomic weight of sodium is 23. So 23 into 2 plus carbon 12 plus 3 into 8 16 for oxygen plus 10 into 10 H2O means 10 into 10 into uh, 2 plus 16, that is 10 into 18. So total molecular mass of Na2CO3 dot 10 H2O becomes 286. Now 286 gram of Na2CO3 dot 10 H2O contains only 180 gram of water of crystallization. Okay. So 286 gram of washing soda contains 180 gram of water of crystallization. Then 100 gram of washing soda contains 180 into 100 divided by 286, or 62.9 gram of water. So percentage of water in NO2CO3 dot 10 H2 is equal to 62.9%. Okay. Next day I will discuss about empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay.